Hey guys, it's Em here from Kin Yoga, and today I have a bit of a treat for you. We're going to film a class specifically designed to help you wind down and sleep. Being a shift worker myself, I'm not always winding down and getting ready to sleep in the nighttime, unfortunately, so hence why I'm filming this during the day. I'm winding myself down to get ready for a nice daytime sleep. But wherever you are and whatever time you are choosing to practice this class, this is an excellent way for you to not only unwind your body and your mind, but to get a sense of groundedness and heaviness, which lets you have a beautiful deep sleep. And we're going to start. I'm actually on a pillow today. So if you do have a pillow, feel free to get a comfy seat. Cross-legged, sitting on the heels. Perhaps you even want to lean against a wall or your bedpost. Bed leg. If you're in your bedroom, feel free to lean up on some pillows, get nice and comfy. And we're going to just find our hands in our lap or hands on knees. Close the eyes down here. And start to draw attention to your breath. Let's take a full breath in and breath out. I want you to really especially start to draw attention to your exhale. Imagining that exhale creating a little bit of heaviness through the body as you feel the weight grounding you on your sit bones. And keeping our yoga practice somewhat special in that we don't take what we don't need into our practice. So we just leave everything behind, leave the day behind. Focusing on that exhale as a release. A sense of coming down, a sense of coming back home into your body. And today we're actually going to continue our deep breath, continue our awareness on breath. And we're going to work with a few pressure points on our face. So make sure you do have nice, clean hands. And we're just going to grab our middle finger and pointer finger and start with the basics. So we rub the temples. So a little bit of self-massage. There's a lot behind trigger points here. So nice circular motions, just in line with the tip of the eyebrows, really. And just towards the start of the eyes. Nice circular motions, applying as much pressure as feels good for you. This is one of the good things about self-massage, is that you get to control the pressure. And just having a few more rubs, just letting that tension completely dissipate from the face. Continuing to focus on your exhale. And from here, lift your fingers off from your face and place them, your middle fingers or pointer finger, it doesn't matter which one, in the center of your forehead. And we're just going to create little rainbows arcing out to the edge of the face, down towards the temples, around the temples. About 3 little circles around the temples. Lift the fingers off the face, start in the inside crevice of your eyebrow. Nice rainbow across the forehead, moving out. And 3 circles on the temple. Last time, fingers start in the inner corners of the eyebrows, lifting up, down, and around, back down to the temples, 3 circles. Nice. Now from here we're just going to get all 4 of your fingers except for your thumb. And like a little caterpillar, just underneath that eye socket, so underneath your cheekbone, we're going to just create little caterpillar movements out towards the edges of your face. And then moving back in, so little pressure points with all your fingers. Doesn't have to be an exact science, right into your sinus as a little pressure point just on either side of your nose. And then walking the little fingers as they march back out to the edge of the face. And slowly start to find where your jaw connects. So a little bit further down from the temples. And some circles here. So right where the jaw joint connects, you should be able to feel there's quite a strong muscle in there. Just exploring the face a little bit. And then walking the fingers back in towards the sinuses, just underneath that cheekbone, little pressure points. Pressing and lifting, pressing and lifting. Walking back out to the edge of the face, down to the jaw joint. 3 circles, massaging around. Last time, walking the fingers in underneath the cheekbones. All the way in, bit of pressure on the sinuses if it's not too sore or sensitive at the moment with all those allergies floating around. Hay fever, spring has come. Walk the fingers back out. And 3 circles at the jaw joint. See if you can really release your jaws. No need to clench here. And then using those little marching fingers, you're just going to trace your jawline. Chin lifts gently towards the sky. And then gently back out. This facial massage is also really nice to relax, but it also creates a bit of circulation in the body, in the face, sorry. And then slowly just pressing now firmly, tracing your jawline. And then allowing the hands to just run down the side of the neck. Maybe a little bit of massage around the back of the neck. So now your fingers, a little bit of pressure points down the back of the neck. Perhaps up to the base of the skull. Press and lift, press and lift. And then releasing your hands away from your face. Gently rub your palms together. So you create a bit of heat. And then we simply just close them over the eyes. You can leave the nose out so you're still breathing nice and freely. Noticing that darkness behind your eyelids. The sense of warmth from your hands pressing onto your face. And then gently releasing the hands away from the face. Blink the eyes open. And we will hop off any little pillow or anything that we've been sitting on. And we'll come into a seated stretch. So this class is mostly on the ground. In fact, pretty much all on the ground. Right sole of the foot comes into your left leg. Left leg extends long. Then we're going to square the hips off and fold down in front of that leg. It doesn't have to be too far. If you like, you can hold on to your ankle or your foot, perhaps the back of the knee. Tucking chin in towards the chest. Let that right knee peel open as you fold over the left leg. Let's just take 3 slow breaths here, focusing on that exhale. Allowing the eyes to close down if you like. Slowly walking the hands back up to center. Pause there for just a little minute. And then we're going to switch sides. Left sole of the foot comes into the right leg. Extend the right leg out long. Gentle flex of the toes up towards the sky. Square your hips off to that extended leg. And then we fold, hinge from the hips, heart lift up. Fold forward. Tuck the chin to the chest. Once you've reached that end range where you've got a nice stretch, where you can still breathe deeply, fold in, round through the upper body.
And keep that the left knee gently pressing out to the side as we feel that side body stretch, as well as a bit of a hamstring stretch. As we continue to gather all of our awareness, and it stays internally, so we're turning inward now. We call this pratyahara in yoga, withdrawing of the senses. So we close the eyes down. Slowly walking the hands back up to center. And then we're going to come back into our cross-legged position for a seated cat-cow. So hands in front of holding onto the front of the knees as you inhale. Just lead with the heart as you rock the hips forward. Really flex the chest forward. And as you exhale, elbows come high, round through the spine. And rock back on the hips. Inhale, lean forward, rock forward. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, round through the hips, through the back. Inhale. And exhale, like a little wave. Let's just move really slow, really intentionally this practice. Remember that your neck is an extension of your spine. So when we're not doing too much exaggerated head jerking forward and backwards, we are gently rocking chin to chest, chin to sky. And then gently come back to center. Reach your hands up over your head. Feel a nice side body stretch, ground down through your hips. And then exhale, drop your right arm down to the floor. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Turn your chest towards the sky. On your inhale, hug your belly in, press back up. And as we exhale, left hand comes down to the side. Right arm reaches up and over. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, one more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Elbows come wide. Inhale, open through the chest. Gaze comes up. Support the back of the head with your hands. Exhale, round in, close in. Elbows come towards one another, round through spine. Inhale, open up. Let that head hang like a little hammock in your hands. Exhale to close in. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly release your hands away from your neck. Just take a moment in stillness. Let your spine grow tall. Shoulders are relaxed. Melts away from the ears. Crown of the head grows tall. And then we simply start to make our way to the front of, into our tabletop position. Hands are spread nice and wide if you really like. I know I'm so conditioned. I love my cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly. One round of cat-cow on your hands and knees just to feel the difference. Round in. Inhale, come to a neutral spine position. All we're going to do is plant that right foot out in front for a low lunge. You can have that pillow. Oh, mine's gone a little bit far away from me. Have that pillow handy, somewhere near arm's reach. And it's going to stay in our low lunge here for a moment. Come up onto the fingertips, press the heart forward. And then slowly, as we exhale, we're going to straighten that front leg. Now, it doesn't have to be all the way straight, just enough for you to get sensation. Inhale, rock forward into your low lunge. And exhale to straighten. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale to straighten. last time, but this time we're going to stay in our half splits. So grab that pillow as you go, inhale. And as we exhale, I'm going to place that pillow behind my left leg. So I've got a cushion, and we're going to sit back. Rather than keeping the hips high, the hips are going to come down nice and low. Keep flexing your right toes just gently up towards the ceiling. And then leading with your chest still, we come down, we fold. We fold in a little deeper this time as we allow the hips to be heavy. If you don't have a pillow, you can always sit on your heel. And just allow your upper body to be nice and heavy now. Focus on your exhale. Really lengthen the exhale out. Find the sense of groundedness, of that downward energy. And on that next inhale, you gently start to press the chest up. Shift the weight back forward into that right foot. Remove that pillow. Keep it sort of towards the middle of the mat. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. And we're simply just going to transition through a wide-legged fold. We keep going all the way to the back of the mat. So we just move into a low lunge on the left-hand side. From here, we just start to press the weight forward. Feel a bit of a stretch through that front hip flexor of the right leg and sink into your left hip. As you take an inhale, as we exhale, we flow through to our half splits, hips lifted here. Inhale, come forward. And exhale to straighten. So just to think of it as a really gentle massage of your hip joint. And every movement we make, every connection we have with the mat is very intentional. And we use this slow rhythmic movement to release tension from the day. And this time on our next exhale, we're going to hold our half splits. Grab that pillow, place it behind the right leg, and you're going to shuffle that heel back so we can fold down onto the heel over that left leg. Arms extend in front. And rest wherever is comfortable. And let's take another 2 rounds of breath. Long exhale out. Next inhale, gently start to press that weight back forward into the left leg. Pop the pillow out to the side. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. We simply start to make our way back to the front of the mat. this time just walking the right foot across to the left-hand side as we set up for our pigeon pose. Lowering the back knee down. That front shin is working towards straight, but may not necessarily make it. It's enough how we get a stretch through the outside of the right hip. If you choose to take a little inhale, just press the heart forward. And exhale, we fold down over that leg. Find a spot where you can still breathe deeply, but you can close the eyes down and focus on the sensation in the hips. Almost as if this is our moving meditation. Don't let your mind wander. Hold it present to your exhale. And slowly press back up into your hands, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. All we're doing is transitioning from the left to from the right to the left. So now the left foot moves forward towards the right wrist, left knee, left wrist. Square those hips off as best we can. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, we fold down. Just allowing your body to melt down towards the earth. Next inhale, slowly press back up. Press onto the hands. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee just enough so you can lift and fold into a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Let the hips move down towards the heels. Let the hands come out in front. Rest your forehead on something, whether it's a block or a pillow or the mat. So you can really surrender through the back of the neck. And we'll start to walk the fingertips over to the left-hand side. And the right fingertips might creep a little bit further in front, perhaps even onto the left hand. As we stretch through side body, keeping the eyes closed, attention inward. Walk the hands back to center. Walk them across to the right hand side, the left fingertips. Reach a little bit further forward. Perhaps the left hand comes on top of the right. Anchor your hips down. See if you can really feel and visualize the shape of your body here. Feel those connection points that are anchoring you to the earth. And slowly come back to center. And lift the hips. Press into your hands. Just make your way onto your back body now. This is minimal disturbance to this nice calming energy we've created. You've got two choices here. If you have a wall or a pillow, you can choose to stick your legs up in the air. If you're against a wall, it feels really nice to just rest your heels on a wall, hips up. If you don't have a wall, you can use a pillow. If that's not comfortable for you, then feel free to just bend those knees and we'll come into a little happy baby. And this time, nice restorative happy baby. Rather than holding onto the feet, you're going to let your legs behind your knees clamp onto your forearms. Interlace your fingers together or hold wrist to wrist. Choice is yours. You can do this with or without a pillow underneath you. And whether we've got the legs up or the legs bent, we just want to feel that spine fully grounded on the earth. And if you're in your happy baby, you're feeling that gentle squeeze, massaging the internal organs here. And if your legs are up on the wall or up in the air, feel that nice shift of the fluid as it starts to seep back towards the center point of the body, away from the peripheries, back inward. And slowly release out of that pose. Everyone hug the knees into chest. Bring your arms out nice and wide if you've got that space, otherwise a T shape with the arms. Let your knees roll across to the left hand side. They can stay together. Gaze comes out to the right. Find a supine twist. And slowly come back into center. And switch it across to the right hand side. Gaze comes to the left. Exhaling deeply into that twist. And hug the knees back into center. This is the point where you can melt into your bed. or into your shavasana, perhaps into a meditation. And we'll take a full breath in together, full exhale out. And wherever you are in your day, in your practice, I'm going to leave you right here. And I hope that you have a deep, restful sleep. And thank you for joining me.